All right, welcome to this example here where we're going to take a look at how we can solve a statement using order of operations. And this one has a couple of little things we have to watch for. And so I'd like to kind of go through step by step how to solve this type of equation. Now, when it comes to order of operations, we know that we start with our brackets or parentheses, depending on how you've learned it, your exponents, then divide and multiply, and then add and subtract. Inside our brackets, we're going to follow that same order before we move outside the brackets. And that's one of these that we're going to have to take a look at because there is some brackets involved in this statement. All right, we have 6, and then inside brackets, 5 squared minus 3 cubed, and then there is a squared on the brackets. All right, a whole bunch of stuff that we have to look at, and we got to follow order of operations. Step number 1, we're going through the brackets. We have a set of brackets, and inside that set of brackets, we have some exponents. And so let's start with that. 5 squared and 3 cubed is going to give us 25 and 27. And so we're going to solve those numbers there. Now you'll notice there's one more exponent on the outside yet, but we haven't finished the bracket piece yet, so we can't square what's inside the brackets until we have solved the bracket piece. Okay, and that's important that we understand. We got to take care of the inside the brackets first. So our next step is going to be to subtract inside the brackets, and I'm not sure where that ended up. Oh, I went backwards. My bad. All right, there we go. So inside the brackets is going to give us -2. Okay. 25 minus 27 gives us -2. You'll notice that nothing else changes. The 6 is still in front. The squared is still in the brackets. And that all gets taken care of there. All right. Then our next step is we're going to square the bracket piece. Okay. So now that we've solved the bracket, we can square it. And that's going to give us 4. So we then have that as an answer. And finally, we can multiply. And sorry, I missed one animation there, but we can multiply. And 6 times 4 is going to give us 24. And so we should get a positive 24. Now, a couple little things to be aware of, a couple mistakes that I've seen and that as a teacher I see regularly. Some students are going to forget to square first, and they're going to multiply 6 and -2 together, and then square that answer. We have to square that, what was inside the brackets first, okay, before we do any multiplying. And the other thing as well is when we square -2, some students will forget that the answer should be positive because we have 2 negatives being multiplied together. Our calculators will often say -4 as well if we forget to put our brackets around the -2 because it doesn't see a -2 as the base, it sees a 2 as the base and the whole power being negative. So be careful about that. Feel free to ask questions either of me or of somebody else that you might be with if you find that you make a mistake on a question like this. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful rest of the day.